Alright, so what is up everybody on YouTube? This is of course BullRC. I'm coming to you guys again with yet another video, and today, since they were going to play ads over that video, today since Frank dropped Blonde yesterday, we're just going to have Frank playing in the background, alright? And a few people have asked me to throw my thoughts up on the album. I may do it, I'm not sure if I have time, I will do it. And I mean, so far so good, you know what I'm saying? I've enjoyed the album, so we'll see. I'll probably drop it. You guys know I made videos by Frank a long time ago, so don't try to pull that, you never said anything about Frank, we never heard anything about Frank. Bro, go back years when Frank first came out and you'll see a video I made about it. So it is what it is. But today is probably gonna be one of the last videos I make for back to school, and it's one that I've been talking about, and it is where to shop for back to school. And really, this is going to be a huge video. I'm going to make sure I link everything down below, and this is going to deal with basically brands, huge retailers, and places that I personally have shopped before. A few maybe I haven't, but you guys can check out as well. And I kind of broke them down into sections, and like I said, all the links will be down below, so if you ever need to come back to this video and check them out, you can. As always, trying to make it easier for you guys. So let's go ahead and let's get into this huge list.
I'm not crazy, I'm a oh shit!
So our first grouping, our first category is going to be nationwide retailers, and a lot of these stores you guys are probably going to know, but I just want to list them off just in case some people didn't know. So these stores are going to include something like H&M, Zara, Nike, like a Finish Line and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first one I want to bring up is H&M, and this one is basically your entry-level kind of trend follower fashion retailer. You guys already kind of know what H&M is. They follow the trends, they recreate it, and they make it cheaper. So I shop at H&M because I feel like a lot of their clothes are pretty good, decent quality for what you pay, and you know, it is what it is. Next up you have Zara, which is pretty similar. I would say sometimes it's more expensive, but more than likely it's the same thing, kind of like this European fit, slim fit, trend watching, trend following retailer. But I will say that I found some good deals in Zara's sales section, so it's more for the slim fitted. But if you want to check it out, definitely check it out. Next up is Top Man. I think I've ordered some from Top Man a long time ago. This is more of your casual side. I call this like your casual H&M or your casual Zara with your button downs, slim fit chinos and stuff like that. So I would call that stuff from Top Man. They may have changed it around. I gotta go back up there and check, but this is another site you guys can check out. These next two I'm going to kind of group together. You have Jimmy Jazz and you have DTLR. Pretty similar storefronts, basically your regular streetwear, outerwear, but they also have a pretty good for sale section, and they stock Jordans, Pumas, Nikes, basically a lot of streetwear. So if you're into that, I would definitely recommend you guys checking out their online site. If you have a Jimmy Jazz next to you, or if you have a DTLR next to you, you can even go in there. It's more of a heavier streetwear influence thing. You're not gonna get that slim fitted Zara H&M feel. You're gonna get more of a streetwear, urban wear kind of feel from these sites and these stores. So if you want to check it out, definitely check them out as well. These next two you can add to your list are pretty similar to DTLR and Jimmy Jazz, and that's Kicks USA and Shoe City. Both really heavy into streetwear, also really heavy sales section. So if you're ever looking for something or just need another site to check, definitely check out Kicks USA or Shoe City. Now this next store I'm about to talk about, some people love it, some people hate it, and some people just love to hate it, and that's PacSun. And I feel like PacSun has been doing really good, just staying with the trends, sticking with the trends. It used to be a really heavy skater-centric store, but it's kind of transferred over to more of a lifestyle store in my opinion. Of course you still have the skater brands, but with them collabing with Fear of God and try to get the zipper pants and, you know, basically changing up their store, getting the joggers, getting the denim with the zippers on it. They're really trying to change up their approach and really trying to follow the trends and keep up with everything. So if you're ever looking for a good pair of jeans, I like bullhead jeans. I had never really tried them out, but the skinny stack is a pretty good fit, and they're easily to get. They're not too expensive. Some people don't like them, but in my opinion, it's a good way to get a pretty good pair of jeans for cheap. So if you haven't checked out PacSun, definitely check them out. They have changed it up. If you haven't checked out PacSun in a few years, it's definitely going to be a lot different than what you remember. So there's another store. Now I'm not going to dive into these next ones really heavy because y'all already know what it is, but I'm talking about main brand retailer sites like Nike or an Adidas or Reebok or Puma or a Saucony or any brand like that. Their main homepage or home site where you can access all their shoes. Maybe it's in my Adidas or Nike ID. You guys already kind of know how that works, so that's all I need to say.
I really want the LaFerrari, but shit, can you lower the price down?
Now the next category is going to be online finds, and that can be anything from a pair of used shoes to brand new shoes. thrifted vintage clothing and stuff like that that you can buy secondhand off of another seller. Now the first one I'm going to talk about is Grailed, and this site I think is really good for some people that have never heard of it, where you can find people selling secondhand a lot of different stuff like Pablo shirts or anything from Rick Owens to Supreme to Stussy to 10 Deep. It's literally like the streetwear eBay. Like where you want to look, you're like, I need to look for some, I want some Supreme, or can I find some Supreme, or I want to find some old 10 Deep, or I want to find some merch from this artist, or maybe I want to find some vintage stuff. I think Grailed is a great option for you guys, especially from secondhand. I like the way they run the site, and I've shopped off the site myself to buy one of my favorite Supreme pieces, which is the Kingston tee. You guys know I picked it up a while ago and I made a video, and I actually bought that off of someone off of Grailed.com, so definitely check out Grailed. Now the next one is going to be eBay, and I know a lot of people are scared of eBay, and rightfully so. But when you're buying off of eBay, I feel like you're way more protected than if you're selling off of eBay. The buyer, I feel like, takes the higher priority, especially if something goes wrong in your transaction. So as long as you know what you're looking for, I feel like eBay, you shouldn't even be afraid of it. I think eBay is a great tool, especially for vintage clothing, shoes, anything like that. You just gotta know what you're looking for. And if you ever have a question, I can't say I'm always gonna be able to answer it, because I know a lot of people ask me to legit check things, and the best way I can do that is through Twitter, and I can try to help you out my best, or email me. So I can try my best. I'm not gonna say I'm be able to get to it, because you guys know I have a million and two people hitting me up every day. So I will try my best to get back to you, and the best ways to do that is Twitter or email me and send me a link to that auction, and I can try my best to get back to you. So that's my eBay rant. Now this next one, I'm pretty sure some of you guys are already familiar with, and that's round 2. You guys know I went shopping there in LA when I dropped the vlog from LA, and also there's a round 2 in Northern Virginia that I've been to a few times. I gotta make a trip back up there and make another video about it. But both of these places are great for secondhand buying of vintage clothes, vintage Tommy, vintage NBA shirts, even brand new Supreme, used Supreme, just a lot of stuff. They just kind of find, it's like Grailed in a storefront. They find some really good stuff and they sell it for decent prices. I feel like they're fair. They're definitely fair with their pricing. Plus they also have an online site. Now they don't stock everything online. Most of their stuff I feel like is in the store, but the stuff that they do stock online isn't bad at all. It's basically an extension of their store. So if you guys have never checked out Round 2's site, definitely check out their site. I think there's some good stuff up there, especially some good finds, man. Some good finds for pretty good prices.
I ain't do college. I said fuck them lessons. I ain't join no gang. I said fuck them weapons.
Now these next shops we're going to talk about are a mixture of online boutiques and online stores where you can access multiple brands on that site. First up is MLTD, or Moose Limited, and this one is a really heavy streetwear influenced site, but you can find stuff for cheap and on sale, so definitely check them out. I've had a few people ask me if they're legit, so if you need my seal of approval, there you go. I know my man Name Brand shot there before as well, so therefore nothing to worry about. Check them out, good site. Next up we have Jack Threads, and Jack Threads is one of those sites where it's more casual geared, and I feel like it's one of those sites where you're gonna more so check from time to time, and sometimes you can come up on a really good deal like Ray-Bans for 20% off or a Nixon watch for 20% off. So definitely check Jack Threads from time to time. Maybe check it right now. They could be having a back to school sale. I'm not sure at the moment, but another site nonetheless you can check out. Now another site you can check out is Supreme. I don't need to explain that. Now another local but also online boutique shop you guys can check out is Commonwealth for the greater good. Now this store is in Lynn Haven Mall in Virginia Beach. This is a store I usually go to a lot for a lot of the stuff that you guys ask me about, like that tiger print sea hat is from Commonwealth. They stock brands from Pleasures to Clark's to their own Commonwealth brand to Billionaire Boys Club to 10 Deep to Stussy to Brain Dead. There's like a lot of different brands that they have that maybe you or your friends might not be up on, so I would definitely invite you guys to check out their site, see what's left and available. They even have they have the Puma Creepers and they have the Yeezys for raffle sometimes, so definitely check out Commonwealth. Now another dope boutique you guys want to check out is rise45.com or Rise NY, and to me this is just a grab bag of good brands, good products, and good stuff. So this is a site that you can just shop on year round, like all the time. So they have what you want from Jordans to Adidas and Rick Owens to Nike apparel to this and that and blase blah. So all I'm saying is definitely check out Rise as well. I think it's a good mixture of streetwear and some of that high-end type fashion mixed in there as well, so definitely check out Rise. Now this next shop I haven't personally shopped at, but I've heard of it before, and that's Union LA. and this one's gonna be more for some of you ballers out there. It is more expensive. This is a back to school thing, but I also wanted to be a place where a lot of you guys can just come back and check. It doesn't even have to be back for school. So this is gonna be one of those big baller streetwear sites, you know what I'm saying, where you have Off-White and Acne Studios and Acronym, and what else do they have? What else do they have? Like Comme des Garçons and stuff like that. So if you're looking for more of that higher end streetwear, this is gonna be a good site for you to check out for sure. And you know, spend some of that cash you can throw around real easy. So check out Union LA. This next shop I'm gonna talk about is actually one in North Carolina, and I have a code to it. It's Breezy10, get you 10% off your order, and that's Privé.com. And they have anything from Asics to Saucony's to Billionaire Boys Clubs to 10 Deep to some of the new Rock Nation stuff. So this is another good boutique for you guys to check out. Like I said, links will be down below. Shouts out to Privé, by the way. This next shop I'm going to talk about is from Portland, and shouts out to my man Jacob Keller. When I was out there, I got to talk to that man. You guys may remember him as Always Fresh Apparel, but the man is doing his thing down there in Portland, or I would say up there in Portland. Anyways, that shop is Macus, and this is going to be for more of your higher end streetwear, from Adidas Y3 to John Elliott to Chapter, I know he's always talking about that, to Mr. Completely to Off-White. So this is going to be more so of your higher fashion, your higher end gear. If you're into that, definitely check out the site. Links will be down below as always. Now I'm gonna run through these three kind of together because I feel like they're pretty similar, and you can find collabs, really good deals sometimes in their sales sections, and they're more of a boutique, but more of a streetwear boutique. So you have Bodega in Boston, which I shopped in. They have like a 50% off sale going on right now, which is a really good sale. Really good online boutique as well, so always check out Bodega. You have Concepts as well with their 1,000,001 collabs that are always out of the park, really dope. One I really wish I could have got to, it was a collab on one of the new Nike trainers, and it had like the top was a like a heat map of your foot. I forgot exactly which one it was, but that was a really dope collab. So definitely check out Concepts. More streetwear, more collabs, more dope shoes. Really nice place to shop. Another spot out in LA you guys can check out is Undefeated. Now this one is very similar to Concepts and Bodega in my opinion, where they have their collabs and they have their sales sections, and you guys can find some really dope brands for cheap sometimes, depending on how long it lasts on the site. So definitely check out all three of those. Now these next two are going to be some boutiques across the pond. Now I know I'm going to be missing stuff from over there, so if you are from over there, from overseas, shouts out to you by the way, but you can leave some down below if you want to too. Now the two I shop at most frequently are going to be Slam Jam Socialism and In Clothing, and both of them have a huge selection of clothes, a huge selection of shoes. So I really don't need to explain them, just know there's a huge array of clothes selections that you guys can check out, so definitely check them out as well. Another one of my favorite online boutiques has to be Black Market USA. And you guys know that they have some crazy sales sometimes, up for some 30 to 40 to 50% on the whole site. And mind you, they have Bape online, they have 10 Deep online, they have Stussy. I'm not sure if they have stock Off-White, but they have some higher end brands, and they be having it at 50% off sometimes. It just depends on the day. Just depends on how the wind is breezing that day, and they could come out of nowhere on Instagram and say, hey, here's a code, first 10 to get it, you get 50% off whatever you put in your cart. So I would definitely recommend you guys check out Black Market USA. Another similar online boutique with sales from time to time is going to be Curated ATL. They have brands from Subi to Mr. Completely to KH Studios to Nid de Jeps. I think they still stock them as well. So this is another site that you guys can maybe come up on something that your friends might not be on, just like Black Market USA. So that's another site that I recommend to you guys. Another one to add to that list of really a good combination of things, and sometimes you can find it on sale, is new.com. They have their own in-store brand, as well as brands like the CXX, which I actually really like. I just found out about them like I would say maybe a month ago, but I really like their stuff. I really got to get something from them. Woodwood, I think it's CH24, Stussy, and some other stuff. So definitely check them out as well.
Everybody lean, everybody gang no.
And the last category I'm going to get into is some more independent, what is that? Some more independent brands that I know of that I have worked with before, and the ones I think you guys should check out. This list might not be long and would include things like Crooked Arrows, of course Sample Industries, which is Tony and I's brand. This is a brand that I co-own. We actually just released some new stuff, so you can check that out as well. And some other ones I really can't think of right now, but I will be leaving them down below. But anyways guys, like I said, I hope this helps you out. Hope you guys found some new sites, and if you haven't found some new sites, hopefully I reminded you of some old sites that you like. And definitely just get out there, check them all out, and really comb through. I know a lot of you guys, the internet has made us just so impatient, not willing to look at things. So if you guys find a site, just look through it, man. Just look through it and try to find something nice. Try to find something nice for yourself. Anyways, guys, that is it. Much love to all the fam, followers, and of course supporters. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Snapchat, and everywhere else. Well, the Snapchat, by the way, is bullet.cb, but everywhere else at bullet.rc. I'm going to see you guys in the next video. If this video is helpful to you at all, definitely go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. I'm out of here. Y'all be easy. Peace.
Niggas told me to grow up, so I matured to a V10. I'm in a vacant lot doing donuts.